I'm Kate Carroll, Executive Director of the Hartford Area Chamber of Commerce.
And I'm Barb Bielmeyer, the Event and Program Manager for the Hartford Area Chamber of Commerce.
We're here today to talk to you about our fall 2025, a couple of updates, Barb. So first on our docket in, less than 4 weeks?
Less than 4 weeks.
We have our second annual Harvest the Arts Festival.
Yeah, the Harvest the Arts Festival running from October 11th, all-day event. We go from 10 in the morning till 4 in the afternoon, and with it just being our second annual, we really have enhanced this festival event quite a bit.
Correct. So it's a short day. It doesn't go as long as some of the other events that we do downtown. This is, like you said, from 10 until 4. It's only 6 hours. We do have music all day from
All
10
day.
until 1 and then 1 until 4, and maybe let everybody know who we have.
Yeah, we're going to kick off the morning at 10 o'clock till 1 o'clock with Ryan
McIntyre.
McIntyre. He has been with us. He was at the original Harvest the Arts Festival.
And he's also been, I didn't mean to interrupt, he's been at Summerfest for how many years?
Summerfest, and he is a fantastic performer. He was with us at our Maxwell Street Days a couple months ago. Then we're going to end the day from 1 o'clock till 4 o'clock with Susan Russell and her gang, who was with us at the first Harvest the Arts Festival. They have a montage of
I think it's a little bit more jazz music, which is a little bit different genre than what we've had in prior events. So, and she's local, so that's really neat. She has a neat band that she brings with her of, I think, 4 or 5 people.
Absolutely.
So we're excited to have them both back again for Harvest the Arts Festival 2025. So also downtown, we have, on that day, we have food. We have food vendors.
We have food vendor planned. We have plenty of room if you're a food vendor and you want to explore Harvest the Arts Festival and bring your talent and food to our event.
Correct. We have some of our traditional vendors who have been with us for other occasions that are rounding out the day downtown. But most importantly, and I think the biggest sector of our vendors that we have downtown are our artists.
Absolutely. Our artists are really coming in nicely when it comes to our registration. We're seeing a lot of new artists. I think it's a word of mouth. It's our social media approach that we're taking again this year. And I think you summed it up so extremely well, so I'm going to let you kind of show your passion as how important it is for the community to see these talents.
Hartford is an arts community, whether it is visual arts, fine arts. When it comes to music, we think about the feeder schools, the middle schools that have bands and orchestra and chorus, and many of the feeder schools into the high school district, they also do an annual play or musical, and this just all filters right into the high school, which does the same with the multiple choirs that they have, the orchestra, the bands, and they do a play in the spring, a musical in the fall. It really truly is an arts community that starts very young. And then it brings us through to the Shower Art Center, the Suco Art Gallery that is upstairs with the Kettle Moraine Art Guild that services it and brings in artists and has a feature artist, and I don't know what their turnover is, if that's every 4 or 6 weeks or something. But we are an arts community, and you talked about this morning, we discussed the idea of, Volunteers for a Beautiful Hartford, and what they do for us as far as beautification. And an ad hoc committee of Volunteers for a Beautiful Hartford is Art and Heart. And their Art and Heart is responsible for the 2 murals that have already been installed in Hartford, and we're looking for a couple more. We're looking at a couple more mural installations to be done in the city of Hartford as we speak. And so really just making the focus of Hartford some arts. And maybe that's what brings more people to town, is because we are an arts community. So to bring in artists of different mediums, whether, last year we had a sidewalk chalk artist. She's coming back again this year. We had painters. We had clay. We had pottery. We had acrylic painters. There were fiber arts and jewelry. it just runs the gamut. I'm sure I'm missing some in there, so forgive me, please, if I have forgotten your medium. But we're always on the lookout and really wanting to invite more artists to be a part. We try to keep the registration price pretty nominal for our artists, and I think you would agree. We talked about that too in the office today. You do feel that it is also important that the artists that can, to actually be showing the production of their pieces.
Absolutely. I think our community really focuses on, and this was at our first very Harvest the Arts, people get into just walking around casually and seeing something new, seeing the talent itself. Of course, you are more than welcome to bring what you've made prior to sell. That's part of Harvest the Arts. But I think our community really focuses around being able to witness and secure. Take our steamroller art, for example. Last year we'll talk a little bit about that, but I think it's the community coming out and the children of the curiosity of how something is made, how that pottery is made, how that painting took place. And then I think it also comes into perspective of the cost of the product itself once someone witnesses
Yes,
the time and effort
correct.
and the passion and love
Correct.
involved in creating that piece.
Yeah, I think we can all agree at the end of the day that so many of the art pieces from these artists, albeit whatever the medium, you can't just go to, no offense to a box store, you can't go to a box store and purchase it. It is unique. Everything is hand done. And like you said, that appreciation comes through for, the purchaser. Like, wow, that's why this is the price tag, that takes this much time and effort to make this piece. And for the kids, the children, whether they're grade school, middle school, or even high school, for them to watch, and like you said, that the curiosity, to see it being done and see it being made, it's just another exposure to, the art around us.
Absolutely. Another piece to that is whether you bring your art or your final product prior or bring it into your vending area, bring your promotional opportunities. Bring us your social media. Bring us your pamphlets. Where are you going to be? What's your schedule for the next couple
Correct.
months, especially around Christmas time? People are so enthralled around the artists themselves.
Correct. And I think people are looking for, if people are getting out, obviously more since, 2020, but people also appreciate their home. So to have something that's in their home or to have a piece of wearable art, they just, I think, really appreciate that. So absolutely. And especially as they get toward the holidays, maybe they came in, they weren't as prepared, they're maybe buying a few things for themselves right now, but as the holidays get closer, wow, that's right. I saw that artist at Harvest the Arts Festival in downtown Hartford, and I should really get this for blah, blah, blah family member,
Right.
For the holidays.
Or that coffee mug that you constantly are drinking out of, and you're like, remember we went to the second annual Harvest the Arts Festival in Hartford, Wisconsin? Remember that?
Right. Right. So again, artists, if you're interested, do reach out to our office. You can call us at 262-673-7002 or hartfordareachamber.org. Give us, reach out to us. We'd love to have you a part of our Harvest the Arts Festival, our second annual, and showcase you in downtown Hartford. So, and you talked about our steamroller art. So we have to give kudos and hats off to the Hartford Union High School, one of their art teachers, Farrell Preston, who is bringing her community arts class back to Harvest the Arts Festival again this year. And these students create a piece of artwork that is approximately 16 by 20. They transfer that art onto a piece of birch plywood and hand gouge that piece of artwork. That later, downtown, is inked, and it is put into a jig and a piece of canvas put over the top of it and some other things over the top, and including another piece of plywood, and it's rolled over by, I say a steamroller. theoretically or technically, it's an asphalt roller that belongs to the city of Hartford, but it rolls over the top and then back again and creates, once you take this off, it literally creates a print. So it's a steamroller print. So these will be for sale. So we would love the community, to come out and help support these, the students in their art endeavors and what they do. And in turn, those artists are helping our community because the proceeds for this go back to Art and Heart. And those funds will be used to, whether it goes toward a mural or a different art installation around the Hartford area. So we're thrilled. We're thrilled to bring it all together.
Thinking back to our first year and we had that event, I just remember the streets clearing and people would hear the steamroller asphalt roller start up, and each of the students does write a biography as to what their personal creation was, and some of them get pretty deep for
high school students.
For the reasoning behind and what it all entails. So we're looking forward to bringing back the high school and that event
Right.
to Harvest the Arts.
And it was cute too last year. Do you remember seeing like some of the grade school kids? They actually lined up on the street by the steamroller, sitting, as I call it, crisscross applesauce, watching the process, which was really super cute. And that also, I think, just really was heartfelt for the students as well, besides their art teacher, Farrell Preston. So, and Barb, we have this sitting in front of us. That's another facet of.
That's another passion of yours as well with our businesses. Let's
is.
talk about it.
So sitting in front of us is actually can I say a naked pumpkin? That's a naked pumpkin.
I think we can.
It's a
We can
naked
get away with
pumpkin.
it.
Okay.
Classy.
So this is a business pumpkin, and these are for sale. So whether you're a business or even you don't even have to be a business, you can purchase one. They're $100, and they are to be either painted or decorated with permanent marker, and these will be judged at Harvest the Arts Festival. We're not sure. I said prize was to be determined. But then the next facet of this is at 12:30, these business pumpkins will be put over the dam, over by the footbridge, I should say, and down the Rubicon, and they'll be raced.
Yeah.
And what are they racing
exciting.
for? Besides bragging rights, Barb, what are they racing for?
They are racing for, racing for the bragging rights of the trophy,
The trophy,
which is close to our community.
it's sponsored by Quad, and this is the Quad Traveling Trophy, it's also hand created by Herb Johnson. The top portion and the metalwork of it, and then the base was created by Matt, Mike, and Steve Shimon.
Yeah.
So we're excited to bring this back again this year. So businesses and all the proceeds, I remiss, all of the proceeds for this race go to Volunteers for a Beautiful Hartford.
Yeah, and they're artists in themselves.
Correct.
Imagine our Hartford without them.
That's
a little boring.
I think that's more naked than the pumpkin.
Absolutely.
I think so too.
Absolutely. Well, come out and see us at Harvest the Art Festival on October 11th. We're looking forward to seeing you as a
guest of our
spectator.
downtown event.
Yeah.
Yes.
And a vendor, an artist, a food supplier, and it's going to be 75 and sunny in Hartford, as we had always
A
is.
Chamber of Commerce Day.
Yeah. Absolutely. So we're going to wrap this up today.
Yep.
And our next topic, that next time everyone sees us, we're going to be talking the Hartford Christmas Parade, which is a star-studded theme this year.
Correct. And what, 40th annual?
It is our 39th.
39th.
It's kind of an argument between Hartford, so we'll get back to you on that.
We'll get some more details.
Yeah, we're going to get some more details. With closing, my name is Barb Bielmeyer. I am the program and event manager.
And I'm Kate Carroll, Executive Director of the Hartford Area Chamber of Commerce.